In the current political equation,
Yes.
politicians who are able to get the kind of money that constitutes a political war chest, I would expect that you should do these things for the people. Why should we have dilapidated schools when a school block with 10 million naira you can, do something significant?
Well, for someone like Sam,
Yeah.
and maybe someone like Stephen Lawani and Benson Abono,
Yeah.
when they were in position, a lot of people testify that look, they built this culvert, they renovated this school, they also built school. Like when Lawani was the deputy governor, he was in charge of Zone C.
Okay.
And under him, the MDG, when the MDG came,
Yeah.
the MDG program came to Benue,
Yeah.
he superintended over what came to Zone C.
And then there were people just put on some salaries and they were not
Well,
going to work.
The MDG did a lot.
There were people collecting 30,000 for doing nothing.
Well, I can tell you that the MDG did a lot in Benue Zone C.
I take
They
your
were able
word
to
for it.
establish schools.
Okay. Welcome to Permutation on Akweya TV. On this episode of Permutation, we are going to have another analysis of the political aspirants in Benue, but this time specifically we are going to Zone C, which is the zone that has the Idoma people majority clamoring. Well, Idoma are a minority in Benue, but they are the majority in Zone C. They are clamoring to be governors, to produce the governor of the state. And I have with me the guests who has so many years experience, over 2 decades experience in journalism, and has covered Benue for at least 15 years, and he's resident in Benue. So he knows all of the aspirants. So you're going to have the most up-to-date analysis of these aspirants. Welcome, Mr. George Oko.
Thank you very much, Diego.
Yes. What the aspirants from Zone C, we have the current deputy governor under one of the parties. We have other aspirants on different platforms like the APC, the Labour Party, right, and all of them. Who are these people? Let's know some of the aspirants.
Thank you very much. The 2 dominant political parties, certainly in Benue State, is the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress. I don't think any other party can make headway in Benue, and particularly in Zone C right now. So you see, both parties they came up with people.
Yeah.
In the PDP, it was Benson Abono, the deputy governor, and Patrick Ogbu, former director general, board chairman, Nigerian Television Authority.
Yeah.
But from the internal arrangement of the PDP, we understand that they selected Engineer Abono as their sole candidate from Zone C.
Yeah.
And it is left for the APC. The APC somehow in opposition, because most of the aspirants from the APC know quite well that if they were to be in PDP, the party will not give them the opportunity. And the only way they can vie is under the APC. So they have more of the aspirants.
Okay.
As it stands, I know former Minister of State for Niger Delta, Sam Ode, is hotly contesting for the position.
Yeah.
Former Deputy Governor of Benue State, Chief Stephen Lawani, is also there contesting.
Yeah.
There's also Professor Ochefu, who is contesting. I also understand that the man in charge of Peace Corps, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. He's also interested.
Dixon.
Dixon Akko.
Dixon Akko.
Is interested. Oglegwa is interested. And there's one other person. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
They are all formidable people.
Why do you say they are formidable? When most of them
Because
are technocrats.
For you to go into an election seeking for governor, especially coming from the minority, you must be prepared in many ways.
Yeah.
Apart from being technocrat or having the knowledge, or being experienced, you also needed the financial war chest to prosecute an election of that magnitude.
Yeah.
So as we are seeing, about 4 of them are quite strong to going into it. The Chief Stephen Lawani in the APC, who I see as the most senior of all these aspirants from either PDP or APC.
Yeah.
You know, he has the financial war chest. He's also very experienced.
Yeah.
And you know, he could sponsor himself in the primaries of the party and do very, very well. So you can't underlook or overlook such an aspirant.
Yeah.
He's going to come in very, very, very strong. And you know,
does he have the structure? Because it's not just winning the primaries, you know, but you are going to run a whole state and you need 3 senatorial districts to vote for you. Does he have that?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you will remember, Lawani ran with Suswan in a joint ticket. Yeah. And he became his deputy governor. Yeah. That was in 2007. Prior to that, Lawani has been a national figure in political party. Yeah. I think he was in NRC. Yeah. The same Lawani was even vice chairman of that NRC. He's a very experienced person, being a deputy governor, being a former party vice chairman. He has always been in politics. He's also a very successful businessman. So, you know, you have a level of experience to preside over Benue State. Yeah. And then, secondly, Chief Stephen Lawani has also contested for the governorship position before, twice. Yeah. He contested against Gabriel Suswan. He also contested against Tazo, Temen Tazo.
The current ambassador to Namibia.
Namibia in 2015. Yeah. So such a man is an experienced politician. Yeah. You know what it takes to run for a primary. Yeah. And I think the man is in a very good position to take that ticket. But he will be contending with other forces. Yeah. Looking at someone like Sam Ode. Sam Ode is of a particular, very interesting thing about him. Yeah. You see, we will not rule out the position of the T people if they agree to allow this governorship to rotate to the zone, Benue South. Yeah. The Idoma, predominantly speaking, Idoma area. Yeah. If they want it to rotate, they will be looking at who is the best. They want to look at who can serve their own interest. Who can give them a kind of a soft landing. Yeah. Who we also consider them. Yeah. Because they have that fear that if the Idoma man or the Igede man or the other tribes in Zone C gets this thing, how will they treat us after so many years of dominance? Yeah. So they will think of this. And then Samodi is in a very, very strong position. One, the mother is from a Tiv-speaking area. Yeah. He grew up with them. He speaks the language fluently. Yeah. He's been doing a lot with his mother's people. Yeah. And you know, across the divide in Zone C, he's also from a very strong Zone C family. The old days. The father is well known, Colonel Ode. Sam also relates very well with his father's people. He speaks the language also very fluently. and he grew up partially in Otukpo also.
Wow.
So he's in a very beautiful position to say, look, the people may say, look, instead of us to give a full-blooded Idoma man this thing, why don't we give a soft landing to somebody who is also our son?
Okay.
And with that, Sam, like I keep saying, is in a very good position. He also is a very experienced person. You know, he was a former minister of state.
Yeah.
He has superintended over the local governments in Benue State.
And what has he done for the people?
Well,
because this is the core. We said this is why we are here. Where is that track record?
I will even go back to Lawani again, to him and all these other politicians.
Yeah.
What have they done for the people?
Yeah.
That is a fundamental question.
Yeah.
For me, they are policymakers and they have not been lucky, or let's say they have not been the major man. They've only served under principals.
But as a minister of state for the Niger Delta, you had your own portfolio.
In particular to his ministry, which is a ministry that is not, in quote, service the entire Nigeria.
Yeah.
That ministry was created for the purpose of the Niger Delta.
Yeah.
And from records and things we saw, it was Sam Ode that administered the issue of settlement for the Niger Delta people, militants, all the people causing trouble in those days. They took them abroad to train them in all manner of trades.
No, I mean for Benue people.
So for Benue as a minister of Niger Delta, we may not feel the effect, except through human, through reaching out.
Yeah, one-on-one
to people.
Because I recall politicians like Hembe, Honorable Hembe, when he lost out and had to go back, he built culverts, he built schools, he built things. There are things that in the current political equation, politicians who are able to get the kind of money that constitutes a political war chest, I would expect that you should do these things for the people. Why should we have dilapidated schools when a school block with 10 million naira you can, do something significant?
Well, for someone like Sam, and maybe someone like Steve Lawani and Benson Abono, when they were in position, a lot of people testify that, look, they built this culvert, they renovated this school, they also built school. Like when Lawani was the deputy governor, he was in charge of Zone C.
Okay.
And under him, the MDG, when the MDG came, the MDG program came to Benue, he superintended over what came to Zone C.
And then there were people just put on some salaries and they were not going to work.
The MDG did a lot.
There were people collecting 30,000 for doing nothing.
Well, I can tell you that the MDG did a lot in Benue zones.
Okay, I take
they
your
were
word
able to
for
establish schools.
Okay.
Build new blocks of classes.
Okay.
Instructional materials were procured. The hospitals were... So he did, and maybe as deputy governor, he also did. But Sam Ode, before he became a minister, he was a special advisor to the Governor Bureau for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs.
Okay.
During his time, that bureau was very, very strong.
Okay.
They did a lot around the local governments in the state. So, but what we are saying in general, their effort has not been much. All of them put together, not all of them. They have had opportunities to provide leadership in a little ways in Benue, but maybe truly their effort was not simply enough.
Okay. Just finally, before we go, what are the chances for the younger aspirants, say like Michael Oglegba, who he's coming in straight from the private sector, has been running his own business, and also doing some charity and all of that. What then? Because the way you have analyzed, you've said experience for these other ones. What are the chances for those who do not have experience?
Well, for the likes of Mike Oglegba, Mike is just like Julius Atoro. They are coming from private sector, have run businesses, they have been very successful in what they have done. But you see in politics, especially the kind of politics we see in Nigeria, Benue State in particular, there's this, what do I put it? How do I put it? There's this disdain for newcomers.
But if they distribute money like Donald Trump did in the US, where even for his election, he distributed bags of rice and stuff.
We may sway sympathy towards them, but it's very difficult for a new entrant to just pick the ticket.
Okay.
Right, even I could remember Tazo has been in 2015. Tazo, Temen Tazo was the youngest guy to have ever contested for governorship of Benue State. He went on to win the ticket for the People's Democratic Party. But before then, Tazo was the Speaker of the Benue State House of Assembly. He had contested previous election, have been groomed in that political field before he ventured into the governorship race. Mike Oglegba coming in, it's going to be difficult, but you can't rule him out.
All right. Thank you so much. On permutations, we're going to still be giving you some more facts, about these contestants in the coming episodes of our show. And I'm sure we'll be calling on you, even though you'll be going back to Makurdi, but you may be one phone call away.
I'll be glad.
All right.
I'll be glad to
thank you very much. And thank you for remaining with us on Permutations on Akweya TV. Please do share this video on social media and on other platforms, and stay tuned as we give you some more analysis.